So, I'm making a video about a Cash App scam that I experienced. I posted a video about this earlier. I think this was last month when I did that, but it was just a sign stating to be wary of Cash Apps. So, I'm going to expound a bit more on this. A Cash App scam, essentially, what happens is someone will promise you a job on Indeed or LinkedIn. For me, it was a data entry position. Um, they promised me $1,200 per week. I was wary of this. I even stated this in an email to the quote unquote employer. But, I spoke to them and they sent me some information and asked me um, to do some tasks. One of the tasks was to book a flight for them from Toronto to Rochester, which is where I live. And they then asked me to be ready to receive a check. So I received the check in the mail for $2,453. I assume this was my paycheck because they also sent me another email stating that they would be out of commission for 2 weeks and that they were going to pay me for those 2 weeks that I was supposed to be working. So I assume this was my paycheck. And so I did spend some of it. I put it in my bank account as I was told to do. Spent some of it. Received a text message asking me about the funds that I received. I texted my quote unquote employer back. I asked them what they were talking about. Oh, shoot. Sorry, the TV went off. Let me turn that back on. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Anyway, what happened was the potential employer then stated that the fund was supposed to be used to clear a premium of hers. She claimed to be an ex-attorney who had her own business, which I did look up and was legitimate, but it wasn't in Rochester, so I wasn't sure about that. But anyway, she asked me, what was going on with the funds. I felt bad. I said I spent some of it because I thought it was my paycheck because you said they were going to be paying me $1,200 per week, and I received the check for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, for $2,400. So, um, she, asked me, if I could, send the rest of the money that I still had to her former assistant. After a while, she originally wanted me to send the money to a company to clear her premiums. I tried doing that via Cash App, but my identity wasn't working on their ID scanner because I had shaved my head earlier that month and it didn't match my driver's license photo from 6 years ago. So I told her about that. She said, "Don't worry about it. Just send the money via Cash App to my former assistant." So I did. I sent the money, and a couple of days later, I found out that the check was fraudulent. My bank notified me about it, and I actually just saw that I had a negative balance, and then I went to the bank asking about it. They told me what had happened. The check was fraudulent. They told me it was a scam. I did report it to the police. The police said they couldn't do anything about it because people have fake IDs and fake identities and they're hard to track down and all that. But the main point of this video is to warn people about these. Hopefully they're more widely known about now. But don't trust anybody who says, if you're looking for a job online and the employer, quote unquote, tells you that, okay, we're going to send you a check to pay for some supplies that you'll need to work from home. Most of these are work from home jobs. Don't take that seriously, because what they're going to do is they're going to send you a fraudulent check. And now what's going to happen is you're going to be responsible for paying your bank back. And I'm currently thinking about asking because I have to pay my bank back that $2,453 now, which personally I don't think I should, because I am the victim of the scam. So why should I have to pay the bank the money that I was scammed out of? I mean, I really wasn't scammed out of any money. The bank was, but now I'm responsible for paying them back. So does that make any sense? So now someone has $200,453 of Community Bank's money, which I understand, but that's not my fault. That's the scammer's fault. The scammer should be responsible. I think the community bank is a large enough institution to forgive that on my end. I mean, I made a mistake, obviously, but I am the victim. I understand that the bank is too, but the bank is a large enough institution to forgive $2,453, which I now have to pay back over a period of time where I have to pay $100 per month. So does that make any sense? I mean, we've both been scammed, and now I have to pay the bank back, and now someone else has gotten away with stealing from the bank. I should not have to pay that back to the bank. That is ridiculous, and I'm a bit peeved by it. And I'm going to approach Community Bank and ask them if they can forgive this, and they should. I don't understand what their logic is, but I'm going to question it, and I want them to forgive this $2,453 that, pardon for the video again, but they should forgive this $2,453, which someone else stole from them. Not me, someone else. I don't know who, but someone else. Anyway, thank you for listening. Be wary of these. If someone says they're going to pay for your supplies via a check they're going to send you, they're a Cash App scammer. They're going to make a way, not with your money, because it's done through Cash App, and when it's done through Cash App, your money doesn't necessarily get given to them. They give you a fraudulent check. That fraudulent check is taken out of the bank's pocket and then sent to them. But you'll be responsible for paying it, and you should not be responsible for paying that. The bank should forgive it. And I'm a bit peeved, and I apologize for being a bit peeved, but that is my message. I'm sticking to it. Hopefully this word will get around, and banks should forgive those people who are victims of Cash App scams. And I understand that the bank might be a bit leery, but why would I cheat myself out of $2,453? Do they think it's me that I did that to you? Why would I do that to myself? Why would I cash a fraudulent check and hurt myself? I should not be responsible for paying this back. The community bank should forgive me, and so should other banks that have experienced this. They're large enough institutions to forgive this amount. And hopefully these Cash App scammers will stop, because people will be more wise to their game, and eventually they'll just die out. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.